Hi, and welcome to Josh and Tim Talk Sports. I'm Tim Shire.
I'm Josh Bell.
We got my broadcast partner, Chuck Kolchak, here
How we
today.
doing?
And Tommy Shire. And we're in between. We're in that weird week between the Super Bowl.
Very weird.
I don't like it.
No, I don't like
The
it.
last time there was no week between the NFC and AFC championship games and the Super Bowl was when certain team I like. That was it. That was the last time. That was the last time.
I don't like it. I think they should play. They should be playing on
It
Sunday.
was funny is they had 2 weeks before. For some reason, I forget what it was. Why they only had a week. There was some reason.
And I still think they should move the Super Bowl to Saturday evening.
If they're going to have 2 weeks in a row,
I
I
mean,
mean, have it on Saturday.
Absolutely.
That is true. They got a lot of time off, don't they?
It's gonna, I won't lose as many employees at work on Monday.
That's true.
I got, half of them want to take Monday off
Really?
because of the Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah.
It really should.
The game's at 6:30. It's over by 9. It's over by 10.
Yeah, Saturday.
Still, everyone's already done.
Still be able to get.
It's a holiday. Think about it. The Super Bowl is a holiday.
Yeah.
We eat
It is.
more.
It is.
We drink more.
Yeah.
We watch TV. I mean, we want the game to be over at 10, but realistically, it's more like 11 with the halftime
Yeah,
show.
that's true.
Depending on what dingbats are in that.
Yeah.
And
And then you just don't want to wake
The
up the
former
next morning.
Cavs owners in it this year.
lots of commercials.
will be good.
Former Cavs owner.
Well, former
So-
LeBron follower. Let's see.
And I guess in a couple weeks we'll see what's going on. No, it's a couple weeks. It's about it's 2 weeks, 12 days. I thought the championship days were good.
Man, talk about
Tanya and I both were texting each other. We both had the same feeling at halftime of the Lions 49ers game.
Yeah, Lions, as great a season as they had, I'm not going to chastise decisions. I wouldn't have made the decisions. I would have kicked both field goals.
Yeah.
I don't think in a position, in a
He's
game
been
like
aggressive all
that,
year, though.
That's the thing.
well, and it caught up to him.
Yeah.
And
It was the worst moment,
Yep.
but they actually should have had 3 field goals because when they got down to the one in the last couple of minutes, I would have kicked the field goal then, and then went for the onside kick. Both 4th downs, especially the tie game, you have to kick that field goal.
But I also think I don't like coaches that coach different in the playoffs. That's how he coached all year, so you continue to do it. And I talked yesterday. I was talking yesterday.
Mad about them losing
After-
because of just the way their fans,
Well,
their fans have been acting really bad on them.
Yeah.
They have
They have.
Michigan
They have.
fans too. So.
Well, so I was talking yesterday, talking about that coaching different in the playoffs than coaching you did all season. And I thought to myself, and look, I still say, even though I think Stefanski's good, I still think Marty Schottenheimer is the best coach that the Browns had in my lifetime. And I think he's just great. I mean, I'm not, like I told you guys, I remember when he interviewed for the Buccaneers job, I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Marty Schottenheimer was going to coach the Bucs. I was so happy. But he coached different in the playoffs.
Cost them.
Everywhere he went.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I was talking to one of our friends of the show, Jeff Shudell, last night after the Cavs game, and he was talking about how they were aggressive offensively. And then they got to overtime in the drive game, and they ran the ball 3 times. They ran the ball through the middle, not with Kevin Mack. Through the middle. They ran the ball through the middle on 3rd down, 3rd and 4, with Herman Fontenot.
Who?
Yeah,
Herman Fontenot.
exactly. Herman Fontenot. As my
He
manager,
was a role player for the Browns.
as my former
I know
manager,
Kevin Mack
as
is.
my former manager at Heinens used to call him, Herman Fontenot. And and they turned the ball over on downs and overtime. Well, Denver won. It's just I feel like you got to coach the same way. You know what I mean? You have to. And look,
Well,
the Lions
fourth down. I think you coach the same way, but you don't go for fourth down every time in the regular season. I think you have to take that
But he did a lot.
by case basis. And again, I understand the one, but
I think the one to tie the game,
Yeah.
I was.
you have to
That
take
was,
that.
that was a must kick.
I was like, what's he doing?
You have to kick that. You have to kick that one.
I think the playoff is a different season. I think you have to coach to win.
You got
If you want to win, you got to
that's what
coach
he was
to
doing.
win.
That's what he was doing. He wanted to win the game, not tie it. So that's what he said after.
Yeah.
That was his.
Well, that was his thing. I mean,
And I think
he's
that
gonna stand on it as he
he's
should.
he's a really good
He
coach.
should. I give him credit for that.
He's
He's
a really good
standing on it as
coach.
he should, but it might have been the wrong decision.
And he's, they still need pieces. They still need defensive pieces. Because let me tell you this. Their defense is great. And I'm going to tag Lions fans in this. And I might even tag him in it when I tweet it. Their defense is really good, the Lions. Except for that lousy secondary. Right? C.J. Gardner-Johnson?
He's good himself, but
How about
he's
that?
annoying.
Yeah.
That guy is
Yeah. You didn't get it done, buddy. You didn't get it done.
waving to the fans at
Yeah,
halftime.
he
They blow a
doesn't-
game
he
like
doesn't
that.
Well, having them flip the 49ers off.
Imagine if Taylor Swift did that.
Oh my gosh.
Game over.
People keep saying,
Well, that would be in Eminem's personality. too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
people
Eminem.
People say, keep saying too, it's not about Taylor Swift. It's not. You know how many? This, I saw this today. ESPN said she has been shown an average of 25 seconds a game,
Yeah.
and people are like, they need to get her off my
Oh,
screen.
that's so much time.
Yeah, like
In the
she's famous and she's dating a player.
She is the
Yeah.
most famous
It
woman
is
in the
good for the
world.
NFL. Those girls that love her are watching
Yeah.
I
the
act
NFL.
like that Taylor Swift is a bad person.
I
I know.
She is one of everything I've read. She's not like I've read.
Yeah.
You don't hear anything bad about
What
her.
did the Kelsey's parents said about her?
Yeah.
Nothing bad about her.
Their impressions of her.
You know, the charities. Look what she did for her whole crew.
Yeah.
She's just a good person.
You know what it is? Here's my thing. Women who are complaining about it, jealous of her. No doubt about it. 100% jealous of her.
Yeah, well,
The men who are-
no need for that.
The men who are complaining about it, those are the men that are still stuck in the mentality that, well, what's she there? She doesn't know what's going on anyway.
Well,
Women don't know what's going on.
Channel 3 on
Yes,
the Today Show,
exactly.
I saw a clip from the Today Show
Mm-hmm.
and how she has a concert in Japan
Yep.
Yeah.
and they did all the
Yep.
buttons for her to come back.
Yep.
So she's back in time for the Super Bowl.
Yep.
An hour and a half before I saw that.
Yeah.
She makes it an hour and a half
ESPN
before.
posted.
Well, no, they said if, depending on what happens, they figure she'll be back sometime Saturday night.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Saturday night.
Well, then make sure you tag Taylor Swift in this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I have.
I imagine, even though she will be at the Super Bowl.
Oh,
Make no mistake.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Make no mistake
Her
about it.
boyfriend is in it.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's forget everything else. That's her boyfriend. Come on. Do we expect the other wives and girlfriends not to show up?
It's not like she's doing anything different than any other girlfriend.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nothing.
Exactly.
If you're going to get mad at somebody,
Get mad at the NFL.
get mad at
So
the
are the
director.
other
Yep.
Get mad at that game director.
Yep.
Because they're the one that's doing it. They're the one that feel the need to show her. I'll bet you, if you went back in time and timed, like you said, 25 seconds, if you went back in time, I'll bet you anything, Chuck, they showed Bobby Brister's mom more during games than they showed Taylor Swift.
Probably.
Every time he made a play,
Yeah.
they showed her. Every single time. And it wasn't her fault.
You forget who she is. She's one of the biggest stars in music, period.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
That's what's
Crazy.
crazy.
Come on.
I mean, just
It's not like she's on the sidelines.
Yeah, it's not like she's.
I mean, she's in where she should be, where it's paid for, where all the other wives and families
It's not like she's on the sideline standing next to him. You tug it on his coat saying,
No.
She's not asking for. She's not asking for any special privileges. She wasn't allowed down on the field until after the game, like everybody else.
No.
Exactly.
She doesn't even want the camera.
No,
She doesn't
I don't think she does it that
She
way.
doesn't.
Well,
She said she does
These
it.
people, what these people need to realize too is, it's all a show before sporting events now. When I walk into Cavs games, we come down the stairs, and what do we see as we're walking past the players' garage, Tom? There's a photographer standing there.
Where's one of your bodyguards when you get there?
There's a photographer standing
I
there
tell you, it was funny.
to show what the guys have on
Yeah, what they're wearing.
as they come in.
Yeah.
Evan Mobley, literally, when you're walking by him, he literally looks like a baby giraffe. It's so
He's
weird.
just so he's so nice.
I don't think they should be there because I don't think anybody should know what kind of vehicles they drive. That's all they're private.
Yeah.
I don't like
Well,
that.
it's kind of close. You can't really see
You can't
in
really
there.
see in there, but
No, you can't see. You see the door they come in, but you can't. I do see them leaving. They're leaving a lot of times at the same time I am, and they pull out the same exit on the East 9th, and you always know which one's them. They have tinted windows, but you always know because it's a Mercedes or it's a really nice car. You know what I mean? And or if you can see through the window, if you can see through the window, the guy's head's almost at the ceiling of the car.
If I was in the NBA, I'd be driving a Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what's his name? Not Will Chamberlain. What was the guy that played on the Knicks and then he played on the Cavs? Oh crap! I can't think of his name. He had a Rolls Royce.
Sure, and I'm sure a bunch of them do.
Yeah.
Well, is not the one that was from Cleveland?
No, he was really popular.
Rick Ross isn't an NBA player, obviously, but you know he's like a car. He's got like 250 cars.
Yeah.
He's got like 30 Rolls Royces.
So,
Insane.
but
what are you doing with those?
but yeah, I mean,
For sure.
I just know that there's too much hype
there is.
for these 2 weeks. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna have. I don't watch any pregame for the Super Bowl. I don't want to watch any of that.
No, I don't watch it either.
Everything you're gonna see, you've already seen, you've already
Yes.
heard, and now with Taylor there, it's just gonna be stupid.
And I don't want to hear all their analyzing because hey, the way it's gone in the playoffs.
I'm gonna put it on. The Super Bowl kickoff is supposed to be around 6:30.
Yeah.
I will honestly put it on at 6:25.
That's
I'm not kidding.
Yeah, I like to see the national anthem, and that's probably
Kayla's rules for the Super Bowl party are everybody's got to be quiet during the halftime show so she can hear.
Oh.
She loves us.
Are you coming,
Oh,
Josh?
boy.
You coming?
I think so.
Rachel, my partner at Cavs games, she's coming. She's
Want
going
to
to
the
come.
radio show?
Yeah, she's going to come. So,
So that's the
Aiden
boys'
and
birthday
Billy told
party.
me
So.
okay, but it'll be good. It's you know,
Yeah, the
and then it'll be
baseball
over, and then we can look forward to the basketball season finishing and
Baseball
season beginning.
season is
I
on
don't know what
the
they
way.
still do.
February
What is it?
15th.
On the way.
4 days after that.
February 15th.
Yes,
On
it's
the
beautiful.
way.
And since we
And then 4 days after that are
Since we're
official
transitioning-
OHSA practice.
we're going to talk about the Cavs, definitely, because they're important. They're very
They are
important.
very
They play
important.
really well. But since we said spring training, the Guardians.
Yeah.
How about them signing
Cookie.
Carlos Carrasco?
That was awesome.
Bringing him back.
I was so excited. My buddy told me the other day.
I was
actually surprised by that signing. I'm happy. I wonder though if they're gonna try to utilize him in the
Maybe.
bullpen.
Oh, I think so.
There's no way he'll be a starter.
No, he won't be a starter.
Didn't he get
He
signed?
could be a spot starter.
Didn't he
He's
get-
hurt.
Didn't he get signed to a minor league contract?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's invited to spring
No,
training.
they'll bring him up though.
Yeah,
Yeah, he'll end up being a long reliever, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll make
As
the
long
team.
as he's
He might make
he
a
still
start
has
too.
something.
He's going to make the
He
team.
might make a
Starts,
starter
yeah.
too.
Spot starts.
Young team, young manager. You know, having a veteran like him around is really good, and not even only the pitchers. Remember, there's one thing the Guardians have a lot of is Latin American players.
Yeah.
He can relate. You know what I mean? And you know, one of the greatest things about him, well, besides that he's really nice, one of the greatest things about Carlos Carrasco is, you know what his favorite football team is?
The Buccaneers.
It is.
Oh,
Because he lives in Tampa.
Yeah.
Speaking of former Cleveland pitchers, congratulations to Danny Salazar on getting his U.S. citizenship yesterday.
Oh, did he really?
Oh,
Okay.
Wow.
He's a nice guy. I
His
don't
shoulder
think,
just stopped working.
Yeah, right.
and I don't think
He
he
could have
really,
been good.
I don't think he really wanted it as much. He made some money, and I think that was okay for him. He pitched in the leagues, he made some money, and that was good.
I've
He,
been doing a lot of reading on the internet and sports pages. A lot of people like the Guardians. They like their pitching, especially if everybody's healthy.
yeah.
But it's the same old thing. They need
Yeah.
a bat. They
They
gotta
have-
get a bat.
But like I said, I'm gonna, and Tommy says I would agree with him anything he says, but and it hasn't worked the past 10 years. They have not gotten much power out of the, if any, out of the minor league system.
Mm-hmm.
But there's guys down there right now. Kyle Manzardo, that guy's a power hitter. They traded for him though, but there are 3 or 4 outfielders that are power hitters, 30, 40 home run power. And all you need, like I told Tommy,
You gotta hope they do that.
Yeah.
but you only need 1 or 2 of them.
That's right.
I still think they
You
need a
only
batter
need
out
one.
there.
You do only need 1 or 2.
But my thing is, and you've said this before plenty of times, it is better to have a guy who is proven than a guy who is not.
Yeah. I mean, but remember, too, this team has playoff experience.
You know, JD Martinez is still available.
Well,
Turner was
He's just
available.
gonna
and
be-
he's-
Yeah, sure.
That's
He's
okay.
gone.
You can.
It's
That's
not.
okay.
No, it's not because Manzardo's going to be the first baseman and Naylor's going to have to DH, and then when Naylor's playing first base, Manzardo's going to.
Well, yeah, and I don't know if
They
they really
can't
want
do
to
that.
play Naylor in the outfield.
I
You
wouldn't.
You can't.
I
You
wouldn't.
can't play Naylor.
I
He can't barely run anymore.
First base and DH, I think, are
You
set.
still need an outfielder with power.
Unless
You
Manzardo hits like,
definitely do.
unless Manzardo hits like 080 and strikes out
Yeah.
75
Yeah, I'm saying
times
right
in
now,
training, he's
Nolan
making the team.
Jones is going to be terrible this year.
And
I don't think he's going to be that good either.
And I'm fine with trading a
Nolan
starter
Jones.
for an
I just-
outfielder with power.
I just have a feeling.
I'm
Is he
always
still- is he
willing
still
to trade
with,
Trade who?
Yeah.
a starter for power.
Oh,
All
never have
day,
enough
every
pitching.
day. I don't care.
Although they traded Savali for a starter, for a power hitter.
Manzardo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean,
An unproven one.
you never have enough pitching. I don't think.
I think what they need to do, realistically, is if one of these guys they are going to let come up from the minors isn't hitting by the deadline and you're still in it, that's when you go.
They're
Well,
gonna,
yeah.
they're gonna be in it.
Yeah.
This
Well, it's going to be a
division,
3-team race this year.
um,
Tigers, Twins, and
I don't know.
Royals
The
can
Twins.
be
I mean, they just
They
traded
just traded
Polanco.
Blanco. I
they
saw
did,
that.
right?
Did they really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
to Seattle.
Mariners.
They traded him to
You
Seattle.
mean the Guardians only have to face Polanco 6 times?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Because he is a killer.
He's also a Guardian killer.
He
Yeah.
is.
You know, I don't know. I think that this division, they can run away with this
It's
division
wide
if
open.
they can get it.
It's open.
But the division, I don't think. Yeah, Chicago and Kansas City are terrible.
You know,
But
you got
I think
injuries
Detroit is
though.
going to be better though too.
Kansas City got a lot of guys in free agency.
They did.
always signed the wrong
Kansas City's got a lot of young
They always
guys.
signed the wrong guys.
This is really funny speaking on baseball and the Twins. Byron Buxton,
Oh, yeah.
interview with him, he says, I'm going to be back this year playing center field every day.
Okay, Byron. Let's
I
see.
almost fell out of my chair laughing.
Like, come on,
He's
man.
gonna be hurt.
There's more
half the
chance
year.
I'll play center field the whole season
Yeah.
for the Twins than you.
Oh,
There's
boy.
no way. He's hurt. He'll be hurt 20
Actually,
games
there is
into the
fun.
year.
Yeah.
He will.
You get the point.
He will. He's a guy in fantasy that I would never draft. I would
He's
never
killed me the
draft.
last 2 years in fantasy.
And that's it. Drafting him is a death sentence.
It's a liability.
not,
It
not
is.
touching him.
A lot of stars, I like to stay away from a lot of the stars because they carry your team, yes. In the Money League last year, Shohei Ohtani totally carried me
That guy's
into
pretty
August.
He's average.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Carried me. His pitching and his hitting. His hitting really, like, oh my God. As soon as he got hurt, Yeah, I made the playoffs because I pretty much had already clinched. First round one. Because
No Tommy.
he was gone and pitcher gone and a hitter. And I just,
I just hope. I know baseball hasn't started, and I don't like the big markets on what they do. I hope the Dodgers just fall on their face.
I know.
I'm not trying to be like. I hope these guys aren't severely injured, but I hope almost everybody on the team gets hurt and can't play.
I just hope the Dodgers fall so far down. The Yankees. I mean, it's. You know how I feel about the big market teams.
Oh, yeah.
And how unfair it is. And you can spin it however you want.
I understand there is some revenue sharing, but it's not nearly enough.
There's nothing.
It's
nothing
not
like
fair.
some,
but there's not
nothing
enough.
like football.
No.
It's not enough.
Or basketball.
But here's the fact: is those teams, the Dodgers, the Yankees, they're not winning the World Series.
They never do.
They're not winning the
No.
Series.
The Yankees never do anymore.
The Guardians have been to
Dodgers won
the
one
Indians.
series.
Yeah, we're still the Indians.
Yeah.
The Indians have been to a World Series more recently than the Yankees.
Yeah. These super stacked, loaded
Yeah.
teams, it doesn't work.
Let me tell you something. Brian Cashman.
Which baseball is a sport you think it would.
Exactly, but it
Because
doesn't.
it's such an
Well, it
individual.
worked with the Dodgers. It did
Brian-
work with the Dodgers.
Well, in the 60-game season.
The
Brian Cashman might be the worst general manager in the history of.
Could you
baseball.
imagine if the Guardians, this front office had $200 million a year?
To have a payroll? Could you imagine?
They'd win 5 World Series every
They
year.
would. They would.
Yeah,
And what people don't understand is that revenue's not there for them.
Yep.
People think it is. People think the Dolans are going to put their own personal money. They're not going to. The Padres owner, who's passed away since the season ended, he would not pay their payroll out of his own money. They took a loan to pay their payroll in August and September.
Yeah. Which you shouldn't be allowed to do.
But I'm just saying, like, they overspent.
They did.
He didn't put his own money in.
It's like
And it didn't work.
No,
It's like 48%.
And
Look
look
at
at
your
look at your free agent. Look how many good free agents are still out there. One, because they want a shitload of money.
Yeah.
Excuse my French.
Yeah.
And they're just not going to get it. I mean, look at the kid from the Cubs.
Yeah.
Bellinger had a good comeback here. Now he wants all
Well,
the money, and I get that. Nobody's coming forward to pay him.
Yeah.
Look at Snell. Look, you see what Snell wants?
And he's a real nice guy too.
And again, pitching, I don't sign a pitcher ever for more than 3 years. Never.
You know what's funny is you
Don't care.
when I sold baseball cards, and you know, you could buy like large quantities of a certain player. The thing always was like you'd buy 100 of a certain guy that was supposed to be a good. He's a good prospect. Never invested in rookie pitchers because you don't know. They might have a great first year, but then Ben McDonald was a huge rookie card. Everybody wanted the Ben McDonald card. Everybody invested in the Ben McDonald card. Well,
He was an average pitcher.
because he had arm problems.
He just couldn't stay out.
Yeah, he had arm problems. He's a good, by the way, he's a great broadcaster with the Orioles. He's really good.
So the revenue sharing thing. So the NFL gives each team $372 million every year. The NFL gives that to them, right? So they get $372 million. The baseball,
Salary cap.
it's less than that.
Yeah.
So baseball gets you get 48% of what you get, and then the rest of your money gets dispersed between every other team. So they don't have a set number. Therefore, these teams that
changes from year to year.
Yeah, 48% of the Dodgers is 4 times the amount 48%.
Right, and then how much of that money, as an example for the Guardians, and I don't know this answer.
Yeah.
Do the Dolphins take that money and put it in their
No,
pockets?
absolutely.
I don't know. I'm not judging here. I'm just asking.
I did an article years ago.
Yeah.
I did an article years ago that the Dolans and the Indians spend, if not the highest, one of the highest percentages of their revenue in Major League Baseball. You know who's pocketing their money? You know who's stupid?
The Yankees and the Dodgers.
And the Dodgers. You know who's dumb? The Dodgers fans. They had an $8.1 billion TV deal
for till 2030.
for 10 years.
No, it's till 2039.
Well, okay. So what's that? 20 years. Okay. That's still $400 million a year. They're not spending all of that.
No.
And they raised the ticket prices. And then they raised the concession prices because they got to pay for Otani. Well, wait a minute. Your revenue that you're getting from TV, local TV deals, that doesn't, this doesn't cover that TV, which is nowhere near what the NFL's. But and they're going to go support them. They're going to go run there. Those fans, oh wow. But the Guardians could never, they can't sign guys like that. They can't compete with teams to sign guys like that.
That's the problem.
Do I wish it? And it's not a Dolan problem.
I didn't say it.
No, I'm not saying you are. I'm not saying you are. Cleveland fans believe it's a Dolan issue, and it's not a Dolan issue. And they don't want to look into it to find out that it's not a Dolan issue. They want to believe what the dummies, and I'm going to call them that, on 92.3 and 850 tell them. They want to believe that because they enjoy, it's almost like they enjoy ripping on Guardians. You know what I mean? And, or the last couple of days, when we talk about the Guardians, we can make a shift now. I forget what they call it on TV. Segue.
Okay.
To the Cavs. A certain sports anchor. The last several times the Cavs have played, he leads the sportscast off with, well, Clevelanders should, since the Browns are done, start watching the Cavs now. You can't pay attention to them both.
Seriously.
Like you can't? Do the Browns play during the week?
Right.
I don't think they do. But if they sign that fifth-string center, we got to report on that first in the news.
For a minute.
Yeah, and talk about the Cavs for 15 seconds. Yeah. So
His tweet last night was
the tweet was ridiculous.
because he obviously didn't watch the game.
No, that's the thing. He did not watch that game.
I'll read it.
So what he said. Did you guys watch the game?
I was at the ball. I did watch the game.
So he
It
says
was a physical game.
It was. It was a good game.
Playing hard, right?
Yeah.
He says, I mean, yes, it's the NBA regular season, and the Clippers look like they didn't sleep last night, but that's two very impressive back-to-back wins for the Cavs. The Clippers didn't look like they slept last night.
Yeah, like they're
but the Browns could be the number 15 team in the last, 16 team in the last week. And it would be, well, that's one hell of a win.
Yeah, win's a win.
Big win.
The other team could be playing their 7 stringers, and it's a big win.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just like, it's just ridiculous. And look,
For sure.
people fall for this. Because not everybody looks into it like we do. You know what I mean? Some people just believe what they hear and they think that's the case.
And I'm in the minority. I would give up football in a minute for baseball.
People always say,
that's me though. And I know most probably aren't that way. I'd give up football in a minute for baseball.
people always ask me, you must like the Buccaneers more than you like the Guardians.
No.
And I'm like, no, it's like this. And I've said this to Tommy since he was little. It's like this. Buccaneers, Guardians. Like, if someone said to me tomorrow, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers don't exist, that's okay. I could be fine with that. I could be fine with that. But if someone told me the Guardians no longer exist, then that would suck.
And I still have an issue with baseball in one regard, which I don't really want to get into, especially since our team and I've come to come around.
Yeah, I can't do.
But I will say how the Atlanta Braves. I don't get it.
I don't get
how
it.
they're allowed, and there is no.
You know why?
No
Because
bull
they're in the South and they don't care.
But it's wrong.
I know it is wrong.
Dolan
stole his goal
into the devil.
Yeah, but you know what? It did help Cleveland because a lot of revenue comes in when you get an all-star team.
I get that, but I mean, the name should have never changed. Also, I would have told them to go screw yourself.
Oh, it's my company. It's my company. Why are you telling me what to do? That's the thing. That's a separate entity.
Yeah, and that is one thing that upsets me. But I've come to the Guardians is what it is. I don't really call aliens that much anymore. But
I do it accidental, or if I'm referring to something that happened before 2022, because they were the Indians then. And I'm not changing history.
But that just makes baseball hypocrites.
Oh, it does. Because they won't make them. Yeah. And they still do
the Chiefs in the NFL.
Chiefs.
Redskins is kind of.
Well, that was a little
realistically, but it's just a team name.
But I think the Redskins logo, the one that they had, like the whole time when we were growing up, I think that logo. Remember the pollution commercial?
With the Indians.
I think that was him.
But at the end of the day, the Indians is the name of people.
Yeah.
It was not, and that's what aggravates me. And I know I'm big, but
no, it's fine. There's no reason not to bring it up.
So
Garland
is coming back.
He is coming back tomorrow. Evan Mobley played good. How about Jared Allen? 15 straight double-double. Franchise record.
But yeah, he's on the trading block.
No, not anymore.
If Jared Allen's on the trading block, I'm 6'5".
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
And I'm in the NBA.
If anybody is, it'll be Garland.
I'm worried for him. Honestly, I think he's going to ruin what's going on.
I'm not
all dominant guards.
It's not guaranteed.
He
plays a little bit. But I remember when they traded for Mitchell. I remember thinking, and I think I said it on the show, how are they going to work together?
They worked together well last year.
You start Garland tomorrow?
He will. He probably will.
Yeah, he's going to start.
He will.
Mobley didn't start because he had hip surgery.
Yeah,
he started.
He's 21 minutes.
9 points.
10 points, 9
But his is different than Garland.
His was more impactful than Garland could probably.
Yeah, he almost had a double-double in 20 minutes.
But who's down? Merrill's going to lose minutes.
Yeah,
I know, that's
terrible.
Right for June.
What he played like 5 minutes? Merrill
Yeah,
played it all.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
So, So I don't know. I just think that
No points yesterday. They were shot one time.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of the phrase, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
But you're paying. I think you're paying these guys all that money. You're not playing.
Well, yeah, I know, but I think
So maybe they might make it.
I hope they trade.
Don't be surprised. I'm going to put this out there. Don't be surprised if they go after. And I know it's another guard.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if they go after Kyle Lowry, or they go after Gordon Hayward.
Gordon Hayward. I would like to see Gordon Hayward.
Hayward's a small forward.
Don't be stuck.
Gordon
Gordon Hayward's a good guy too.
I think he's overrated.
He's a shooting guard.
He's good, but
He's good. He's
Yeah.
not overrated.
No,
he's
he's
good.
He's
But he's ball down.
Exactly.
He's ball down.
It's
He's
not
He's one
He
game.
won't fit.
Yeah.
He won't fit with that team.
Not with them, because I think they're so much better when they're sharing the ball.
Yeah.
Like the Clippers took how long to take them to realize they need to share the damn ball?
Yeah.
Now they're
A few seasons, realistically.
Well, yeah, but with
Well,
this team,
James Harden,
with this team, yeah.
Don't worry. They'll.
How
How
about
do Gordon Hayward?
I think Carrasco should be top 5 for defensive player.
He's really
Yeah.
good. But that's the
Now he's
problem.
in those threes.
But that's the problem with baseball and basketball and a lot of these, not just Cleveland. People do not appreciate the defense.
Nope.
No.
They don't.
Nope.
Oh my God, he missed the three. He missed the three. Exactly. Yeah.
The NBA plays defense when it comes to the playoffs, and that's it.
The Cavaliers defense all.
They do. People don't realize.
I'm saying in general, not
So,
Bowman's shooting 14% this year.
Mobley's back.
Yeah,
You're
that's
going to see more defense.
Way up.
so is anybody? Let's see where we're at. We've gone pretty. Not quite as long as we normally do, but we. Is there anything else anybody wants to discuss? Yeah, I think I'm out of it. What about you? Nothing?
I think you got something for us, do you?
We got a lot of bowling stuff coming up, Chuck.
A lot of bowling. You know, we got
2 more matches and a tournament.
2 tournaments this week. We got a tournament Friday.
And then
we have a tournament Sunday.
Yeah.
We have matches next week. We have another tournament next Saturday.
So it's go time.
Go time.
It's time for bowling. Somebody up a notch and make their spares.
Somebody
Preach it, Chuck. Preach it, Chuck.
Spares.
Spares win games, people.
Oh, okay. Somebody better. Somebody better make it to state on this team because I want to go down again.
I would love to go down.
It's great down there. It was such a good experience.
The boys and girls will have a chance to go. I just hope that they can put it together.
Yeah.
Listen to the coaches.
Down the bowler now, but you know.
Listen to the coaches. And they always do their best. I don't
They
question.
do.
I don't question that. Do your best, and we'll see what happens. There's a lot of bowling ahead.
I think we got a good team, good group. But you know what? I got to finish up here.
Yeah.
He's smiling. He's got
I
knew it was coming. I see that look in your face.
Well, so here we go. The teacher asked her elementary school students, who can use the word gruesome in a sentence? And one of the kids responded, I used to be shorter, then I grew some. I thought that was pretty good. You know?
You see, you see the aliens on TikTok that do the dad jokes?
Really? Oh my gosh. But I think that's probably it. Well, next week we'll have our Super Bowl show.
Super Bowl.
I think it'll just be us. Us 4. Unless Kay wants to maybe be on, possibly ask her. And then PJ would, of course, be on too.
That's fine. See who PJ picks.
Yeah. I think Jeff would probably be busy, so he probably couldn't come because. So that'll be it. Next week, let's do it here, and that'll be our last prediction show for the year.
Yeah.
We might have some surprise shows coming up soon. Some interesting stuff. Tommy and Chuck will rejoin us. But we'll have our 100th show in June. It'll be our 100th show.
Wow.
We're at 81 right now.
Time flies.
This will be 82.
We'll be ready by then.
Yes. We're going to build a new set. Which will be weatherproof this time.
I'm on vacation part of June, first week of June.
Oh, well, it's later. It's later. It's almost the same as the anniversary show last year, because it lines up pretty good. But so I think that's it for this week. And I'm Tim Shire.
I'm Josh Dome.
For my broadcast partner Chuck Coltrane.
Go with the bowling.
Yeah.
See you next week.